Ready.
Okay, Assalamu alaikum. Good morning, gentlemen, and good afternoon for some of us. Thank you for joining us. My name is Ashraf Al-Tambuli. I'm the CEO of the Islamic Chamber Halal Services, and I would like to welcome you all in this webinar talking about the Islamic Chamber Halal Services initiatives towards developing the halal market qualitatively and quantitatively. We'll be sharing a presentation with you about our initiatives. We'll be receiving your questions if you have any through the Q&A, so please post them there. We will have two sections of this presentation. One of them to review the halal market, and the second is to introduce our initiatives. I'll stop between the sessions to receive and answer any question that you might have. So without any further delay, let's start. Now, starting first by a definition of the market. What is the halal market? The common definition is that the halal market concerns only halal certified slaughterhouses and producers working specifically in the meat sector and the meat products such as processed meat and stuff like that. And they are exported to Muslim countries. Now, this definition is very limiting. We look at it as a much bigger definition. So it's actually a halal market concerns producers, traders, and service providers working in the food, cosmetic, fashion, travel, and other industries, and that's serving Muslims all over the world, and at some point of time, even non-Muslims. So it's really very large spectrum of what we define as the halal market. And why we say that? Because simply the Muslim populations are all over the world. More than 20% of Muslims are living in non-Muslim countries. 80% in Muslim world and 20% are in non-Muslim countries, and we need to cater to Muslims all over the globe. So it is serving Muslim both in Muslim countries and in non-Muslim countries. Now, when we say all the products, all the industry sectors, that's simply because halal affects every aspect of the Muslim life. It affects his food, his cosmetics, pharmaceutical, tourism, fashion, and finance, and insurance, of course. Now, is that just talk? We have seen the spending, the halal consumer spending worldwide on different segments of the halal market. And obviously, the halal food is the largest by far, but then yet there is a big spending in the fashion, in the media, in the travel, pharmaceutical, and cosmetics. The spending is spread all over the spectrum, and it's even growing year after year. Now, if we focused about the food, then the main spectrum of focus is the slaughtering. But yet it starts before that. It starts from the farm, because feeding of the animal, it needs to be halal for the animal to be halal. We see in some of the farms, they're adding blood as a protein additive for the fodder. Again, slaughtering is an obvious aspect of being halal. The processing of food where some additive are sometimes halal, sometimes not halal, affects the halalness of food. The transportation and storage and logistics may affect the food, and obviously the catering can render a meal that is halal, that's ingredients are halal, to be non-halal by the way of processing. Now, how big is the market? The market is very big and it's growing. It's estimated to be this year at $2.6 trillion. Irrespective of the number, it is big, it's growing very fast. Now, is it growing because only of the sheer number of Muslims all over the world? The food, the halal food is attributed to 17% of the global halal market. Now, considering that Muslims are over 25% of the global population, there's an extra 8% that can be added without any extra efforts. Now, is it only meat and meat products? And the answer is no. There is also ready meals, there is dessert, chocolates, candies, and these are opportunities for producers from anywhere in the world, whether in Muslim countries exporting to non-Muslim countries or for non-Muslim countries exporting to Muslim countries. Trade has no boundaries. As long as it is halal, it can be sold and it can take a better market share of the halal market all over the world. Now, looking at the cosmetics, again, it is growing. It's growing from 2014 to 2024, from 129 to 181. The only year that it went down is during the pandemic. And actually, the lowering is not as severe. So it is a growing market. Question is it in a specific product or across the spectrum? And the growth is all across the spectrum of the cosmetic, whether it's skincare, it's makeup, it's hair care, it's others. It's growing all over the time and all over the spectrum. There was a research of asking consumer why do they buy halal cosmetic. Obviously, the largest number is because of Islamic thoughts. But again, a substantial amount, 15%, are buying it because it's perceived as high quality and safe products. So it caters also to non-Muslims. It caters to Muslims and non-Muslims. Halal products are safe. They are humane in how they are produced. They are good products. Travel is another industry that's sometimes overlooked. But again, France and Russia are making big amount out of halal travel. And it's labeled halal travel. And the label of halal travel have many aspects, like, for example, the infrastructure for Muslim, the facilities for activities like prayer and stuff like that. Now, this market has attracted lots of investments. This means that there are a lot of products coming out every year all over the world, from Latin America to Europe to North America, Asia Pacific, a lot of products increasing labeled as halal every year. That means there is a need that's realized and it's being catered to by producers all over the world. Now, the finance sector realized this and started investing in halal products. A lot of investments in the halal food, in the Islamic finance, in media, in travel and tourism, in pharmaceutical. This means, again, that growth and investment cater to all sectors of the industry, of the economy and industry. It's a real halal economy. Now, transforming this into numbers, again, we are talking about $6 billion in the halal food, around $5 billion in the Islamic finance. It is big. So this market is big and it is growing. Now, is it all smooth sailing? No hurdles in it? Unfortunately not. There's a lot of challenges in this market. Starting with the consumer is being confused now. Every producer, every trader is putting a halal label in its product. Now, how can a consumer verify or be confident that this logo is correct, is authentic? According to which standard is it certified? That's a good question for consumer. Now, for producer, there is another type of confusion. Which standard he should abide to? There is multiple standards in the world. There is CIMIC standard, which is the Organization of Islamic Cooperation standard. There is the GSO standard, the Gulf Standard Organization. There is the Malaysian standard, the Indonesian standard, and there are some frameworks for halal. So producers start to get confused. Which standard should we follow? Now, some traders are very pursuant to halal products, and they are trying to get true halal product to sell, but then again they receive certificate that they might be confused on is it authentic or not. And we have seen some non-authentic certificates around there without a mean to verify authenticity of certificates. Now, if we look at non-Muslim business, we see again a bit of confusion. They see this market as promising and growing, yet they also see it as confusing market and messy market, because there is a lot of confusion, misunderstandings in this market. Now, if we look at, again, the Muslim business, again, the picture is not always as clear. Some business think, I'm not in the meat business, so I don't need halal certificate. Some think that I'm not exporting to non-Muslim countries, so I don't need halal certificate. Some think my product is already halal, so I don't need halal certificate. But the fact is, halal certificate are sometimes legally required and sometimes is brand. When the Muslim producer have a halal certificate and halal brand, he gets a powerful brand to sell, both in Muslim countries and in non-Muslim countries. Some think that I don't need a halal certificate because I don't know how to get it. The market is big, but I don't know how to benefit out of this. Now, these are all confusions, are all questions. In the next part, we'll have answer to this, and our initiative will cater to this. But at this point of time, I'd like to see if any questions are out there. Okay, with no questions, let's move on. So, the Islamic Chamber of Commerce, Industry and Agriculture is one organ of the Organization of Islamic Cooperation, and understanding and being tasked by developing this market. The Islamic Chamber of Commerce, Industry and Agriculture decided to create the Islamic Chamber of Halal Services. Now, this is a company tasked with developing the halal market. They are mainly taking the fatwa from Munazzamat Al-Ta'awun Islami, the Islamic Fiqh Academy, and they are taking their standards from CIMIC, yet the IC-Halal Services is respecting the standards of various countries when there is official standard. So we respect the GSO standard, we respect the Malaysian standard and the Indonesian standard and other standards where it exists. Now, to do this, to develop the market, we at the Islamic Chamber Halal Services are working on 4 lines of business: halal certification, halal market intelligence, halal events, and country consultation. So in the consultation, we are focused on having a very stable, authentic, and transparent halal certification that ends with a halal mark. Now, our halal mark is actually trademarks as certification mark. It's registered, it's legally registered, and it has a QR code that can be scanned by consumer anywhere in a supermarket, for example, to verify the authenticity of this market. Now, what's the difference is that the Islamic Chamber does not stop at the certificate. We actually help companies grow. We help support their growth. We give them a way of branding their products to the Muslims, and we provide them with a unified audit scheme if they need to comply with multiple standards. So we are trying to eliminate the confusion of which standard to comply to. Our audit can allow compliance with multiple standards at the same time within a simple audit. Now, moving on, we have developed halal market intelligence, and I would like to take you into a very brief video about this.
Do you have interest in the halal market? In today's fast-moving world, hundreds of thousands of traders, producers, and service providers strive to grow but suffer from lack of access to information about trade partners providing halal products and services. How many trade partners can you find on a trade visit to a country or from visiting an industry event? This limits the full leverage of the opportunity at hand and not the best use of valuable resources, including time and money. The Islamic Chamber Halal platform is the first cutting-edge technological solution that caters to the halal industry's needs, filling the gap that has long existed. The platform connects producers, traders, service providers, and consumers from around the world, allowing them to find each other, connect as well as discover opportunities for trade and growth. Let's show you how easy it is. Go to platform.ic-halal.com, click sign up, then fill up your basic information. You will then log in to complete your data. And you can start searching for other companies, Many search parameters exist to help you pinpoint your search. You can look for producers of finished goods, additives, or ingredients for your products, or you can look for trade partners or service providers. To complement this search, you can find a brief about the country that you intend to trade with. In short, we help you grow your business. Sign up now and find trade partners you need to tap into the $7.8 trillion halal market and reach 1.9 billion halal consumers globally. As growing the halal market is part of our mandate, usage of the platform for signing up and finding trade partners is totally free. Sign up today on platform.ic-halal.com. Do you have interest?
So, in summary, it's a platform connecting trader, producers, and service providers from all over the world. That's what we want to do. We make it easy to grow the market. We want producer and trader to find better opportunities and bigger market share. And it's free. It takes less than 5 minutes to register, and it can be used immediately to find trade partners all over the world. So this is our second initiative. Now, our third initiative is about events. And our approach for events is to have an events that commercial based, yet there is a lot of knowledge and education for producer and traders that want to pursue this market to benefit from and grow their business. It serves all stakeholders, whether it's producer, trader, service provider, certification body, accreditation body, government entities, NGOs. Everybody can come, benefit, and learn and network. We have 3 types of events that we attend in there. We have the Islamic Chamber Halal Expos. They are rotating among countries. So in this year we have one in South Africa, and one in Malaysia, and one in Saudi Arabia in Mecca. And we have a presence and branding events where we attend the largest industry events. For example, in food, we attend Sial and Anuga. In cosmetics, we attend Cosmoproof, where we attend to brand the halal as halal market, answer questions, meet producer and NGOs, and talk to them and invite them to the halal market. And we have partner events where we get our members, our company members, the opportunity to get exposed to the market through attending events and seminars and get more exposure to other companies. The expos that we have are 3 main pillars: exhibitions, conference, and one-on-one meetings. So it caters to companies that want to present their products, and caters to the learning through the conference, and cater to the business doing actual business through pre-arranged meetings. Now, our events, again, it's hybrid. It's physical and it's virtual at the same time. We're using augmented reality to make the experience of visiting the conference for those that cannot travel a much better way. The industries that are invited are basically all the industries we have talked about: the food and additive, travel and tourism, pharmaceutical, fashion, finance, and insurance. For this year, we are attending the Hamburg World Trade onboard catering services. We are attending the IC-Halal Expo in Malaysia, the Halal Expo in Nigeria, IC-Halal Expo in Mecca, and the IC-Halal Expo in South Africa. Now, let's focus on the just upcoming event, the World Catering event. And then as we specify the needs and requirements for the others, we'll be sending you an email with details of the other events coming up. So the World Catering and Onboard Services Expo is the largest event in the world in this direction. It's organized from 6th and 8th to June in Hamburg, Germany. It has over 300 exhibitors, 20 plus hours of seminars, and 5,000 plus of attendees between airlines, rail operators, airport lounges, and major catering operators. The objective of participation is to provide business opportunity for producer and onboard catering service to meet the largest buyer in this sector, to do branding for the industry and for the country itself. So who can be exhibiting? It's actually every player in this area, food and beverage company, obviously, but also uniform companies, amenities provider, cosmetic producers, airline, aviation, catering companies, and toys. Now, who are the buyers? They are the airlines, railways operator. Actually, the major catering companies are buying from each other, aligning with each other, making strategic alliances, and airport and lounges are also there to buy. So it's a great opportunity to exhibit and promote your products and services. It can be, we have actually made a deal with them. There is a very limited space left in this event because it's very near. We have 2 available pavilions. It's 48 square meter and 35 square meter. It's built up or row space. We can have a dual branding between the ICHS and the country or chamber. And also we have company booths. We have 4 available stands between 6 and 9 square meters. It's all built up. And we'll have a dual branding between Islamic Chamber Halal Services and the company itself. And of course, in both cases, there is a lot of marketing and branding bundles that we are handling and carrying over all around the event. So in summary, what we're requesting you to do is to register on the platform. It's open, it's free, it takes less than 5 minutes to do that. And we're inviting you to invite your companies, your member of your chambers, to do the same. And we would like to express your interest in the Islamic Chamber Halal Expo, whichever it is, and we'd like also to invite your members to do the same, to express. We'll be sending you after this seminar an email summarizing all the links and benefits of each and every offering that we have, and we'll be waiting for your questions and registration. Thank you very much. I'll be waiting for your questions. Well, it looks like there's no questions. So at the end, I would like to thank you for your time. Thank you for your attendance, and looking forward to seeing you very soon and hearing from you and your companies to join us. Well, we have a question about if we have an office in Egypt. Yes, we do, and we'll be sending you the contact details. Okay, again, I would like to thank you at the end. If you have any question that come up, we'll be happy to answer. You can send us an email, but we'll be sending you in a very soon an email summarizing all what we have stated right here, and links to the platform and the registration form for the events. Thank you very much.